Hi friends, it's Lauren Taylor. Thanks for joining me here in my craft room for the last Facebook Live replay that I did in the Make and Take Club Facebook group with the Simon Says Stamp Wintermas Wonder Advent box. I'm opening up day number 12 today and creating one more card project with the supplies. I thought this was overall a pretty good box for the price. The dies and the stencils and stamps are really cute. I wasn't really sure what to do about those sticky notes, but you know what? It's okay. It was a cute box. But overall, I hope you enjoyed this little series. And if you haven't joined my Facebook group, you can find the link down below in my description. And I hope to see you there in the future for hopefully more lives in 2024. Today is the last day of the Wintermas Wonder Box unboxing. There's been a lot of cool things in here, a couple maybe not as cool as far as what I would have liked, but that's okay. Everyone can use post-it notes and a cute little charm, so but let's see. I did kind of see a little sneak yesterday because I totally ripped my box, but day number 12, our last day, I believe, oh my god, this poor box, is a stencil. But let's take a look. Ooh, and a little tool. Oh god, now I've got to get the stencil out. Hey Mom, thanks for joining. So the last day is a little stencil called Snow Flurries. And it's a single layer stencil. And it also comes with this little like pouncer, I guess. It's really squishy. I'm guessing to help pounce in the ink. These like really delicate stencils are harder with the dome foam blenders. I usually like to use a brush when I do detailed stencils like this. So let's try this paper pouncer and see how it goes. I can finally recycle this box. Okay, so let's open it up. And it's another 3x3 stencil. So let's get some, I'm going to do black paper and the silver ink so we can really see how it turns out. And I just so happen to have black paper right next to me. Hopefully I have enough. Yes. I was working on my project for Halloween before I started this live, so I have lots of black paper out right now. And I'm going to grab some mint tape to layer these together. We'll just put some on the stencil and then wrap it around the back so the stencil stays in place. Just trying to find enough space. Okay. It's so pouncy. It's a cute little tool. I don't know if Simon Says Stamp has more of these little tools. So I'm just picking up the ink and pouncing it onto the paper through the stencil. Trying really hard not to like completely squish this. I feel like this is going to take forever. It feels really loose. I'm worried I'm going to like rip it off because I'm a bit of an aggressive ink blender. Let me see how it's looking. It's very faint. I think I'm going to use a different ink. Let's do one of my new ones that I got. Let me take a look at the colors. think this pink champagne shimmer will be pretty because it looks like it turns into this kind of green. So it starts out bright pink, but it's supposed to look more like this color. Let me get a different pouncer. Okay. So you pick it up and it's like neon pink, but when you put it on dark paper, it like changes colors. This is such an interesting ink. And it's like it's a pigment. It says dye/pigment, so I don't know if that's just because like the pigment is the shimmery part of it, where the dye is like the pink part. I don't know. But these inks have been really interesting. Oh my gosh, it's like pouring outside right now. Is it raining where you are, Mom? Okay. Let's see. It's still a little faint, but you can see the shimmer. Let me get more color up here on the top. This stuff is so weird. I love that it's like super light green, even though the ink I'm putting on is pink. So odd. So yeah, the dye must be the pink in there, and it just like soaks into the paper so you don't see it anymore because it's black. And then the pigment is the like shimmery part of it, and that's what remains, and you can see on the paper. So that's the like pale shimmer to it. Let me see if it will emboss. Oh my gosh, it's like pouring. I don't know if you can hear it. It's loud. Okay, so let me just clean this up. And then yesterday was the embossing powder. And I'm just gonna like pour it all over and see what happens. Oh, it does stay. But you lose a bunch of the like shimmery green color. But that's okay. It's not going to be like a perfect embossing, but I'm okay with that. Okay. So let me emboss this. It's going to be a little loud for a second, but I'll try to do it away from the microphone. Okay, so here's how those snowflakes turned out. It does actually still have a bit of a green tint to it from the ink. It's kind of cool. I don't know, this ink is fascinating. It's like my current obsession. I want to learn more about it. So now how to use this card. I say let's put our houses in front of it. Where's my house die? And cover the wonky snowflake on the bottom. I think that will be cute. Let's do this out of shimmery paper. Looking through my stash. I have like a Lawn Fawn Shimmer cardstock in neutrals. I just got it. Let me open this up. I feel like doing the white shimmery would look nice. So it's not quite the glitter paper like I've been using, but we'll still have a nice shimmer to it, I hope. Yes. Okay, so let me just trim a piece. And then I'll run this through my die cut machine. There's our cute little house for our snowflake background. And let's do just like a little mini square card. I'm wondering if I have another square die. I know I have a I have a wonky square. Let me get my wonky squares. I don't know if this will be big enough. Well, I could cut this down with this one. It's like just the right size. And then I'll use the larger wonky square with maybe like blue. Missed it just a little bit. I don't think it's too noticeable. So let's do this wonky square with, I feel like a blue would be pretty. Here's my winter pack. I could even do this extra piece. Let's see what other, so this is my unused one. I like this one. I think I'm going to do this one. So I'll use the largest one to cut this out. And then I'll make a little square card base. Okay, so these will layer together, and I'll put my cute little houses at the bottom. And then let me get a card base. I actually already have one, so I'll just trim this down. I like to make my square card bases so they still fit in an A2 envelope. So it'll be 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. I don't know why I folded it in half to cut it, but that's okay. So we'll glue down this guy to the back, or to the card base. And then I'll pop this one up. Let me get got some black foam tape here from working on my Halloween project. Get one more little piece. Okay. And I'll just glue this to the center. And then I'm going to use liquid adhesive behind the shimmer paper to glue to my black piece with the snowflakes. Apply some pressure so it doesn't move. Okay. And then let's add a few sequins. Sequins are always better in my book. Get my jewel picker. And let's do silver ones. I'm going to use it to hide like anywhere my embossing is not perfect. So let's add a few here and there. I like things in threes, so we'll do 3. Okay. And that will finish off the last project. So here's a look at the cute little square card. Day number 12 was the stencil for the snowflakes. I used the pink champagne shimmer Cloud 9 from Lisa Horton Crafts, and it leaves more of a kind of green color on dark paper. And since it's pigment, I used the embossing powder, which I can't find. Here it is. The Detail Sparkle embossing powder to sparkle them. And I like how when you look at it straight on, it doesn't look very shiny, but as soon as you tilt it in the light, it's very shiny. Yeah, I think it was a good box. I mean, the Post-it notes was kind of weird, but I mean, it's nice. It's like a little handy little tool. But everything else I really liked. Definitely felt very tag centered, which is fine. But I think it all turned out really fun. I like this little card. But anyway, thank you for watching the 12 days. I appreciate all your support, and I definitely feel a little bit more comfortable with the lives. So my hope is next year to start doing more lives within the Facebook group. But thanks for joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll click like, and if you're new here, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. As always, you can find everything I use down below in the description box. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye!